Merhaba arkadaşlar, ben Emre Sıdıfoğlu, kanalıma hoş geldiniz. The Tone of the Light. The Tone of Light'a kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Bakalım nerede kalmışız. Görelim. Birazdan gelir herhalde. %70. Bugün gelir herhalde ya. He. Aslında burada kalmadık ama neyse.
Charlotte is cold. Let's take her somewhere warm.
Burası mesela da sesi çok fazla sesi. Ses.
Those lamps could make the room warmer. But Charlotte's not happy. She doesn't feel well.
Ben o tekerlekli sandalyeyi nereden aldım? Onu bilmiyorum.
He doesn't want to. Not Charlotte.
Kapı. Tabii ki, of course. Bebekle bebek olsa amına. Küfür yok, küfür etmeyeceğim. Bir daha bir şey yok yere küfür ediyorum, anasını satayım. Anasını satayım. Küfür değil mi? Bir yerde bir... Allah'ım neredeydi? Ha şu. Tamam, okey. Okey.
Charlotte will be comfy here. But it's cold. No, it's cold.
It's cold.
Don't shiver, Charlotte. The cold will go away. It'll go away.
No, it's cold. It's cold. No. Evet, Charlotte'cığım, seni birazcık gezdirelim. Nihehehe. Aklıma papyrus geldi nedense ya. Nihehehe. Hop. Basalım. Haydi kapandı. Evet.
The cold has gone away now. You see? The light, the warmth. We can do it. The cold will go away. It has to. Now we can enter the ward where everything started. It all began in the observation ward on the ground floor.
Müşahede odası. Işık. Buyur müşahede senin. Aşağı kat galiba ya. Koşamıyorum da. Umarım aşağı kattır. Buyur müşahede senin. Burası gibime geliyor. Hadi bismillah. Bekliyordum bu kapıların kendi kendine kapanmasını. O yüzden korkmadım. Çünkü akıl hastanesinde geçiyor neticede. Ne olabilir ki? Ben oradan düşeceğiz zannettim de. Nereye gidiyoruz lan? Tövbe tövbe. Bebek bakıcılığından sonra sanırım olaya girmeye başladık. Kamera açısını düzelttim.
One day I turned off the light, but it didn't go dark.
Orada bir kapı var ama
It was a limitless immensity, a blinding, merciless light. I was 16 years old, and I was afraid, always afraid, a fear that wore me down. I needed help, but I couldn't speak. I was terrified of everything, even thinking.
elim terledi lan.
They said they were taking me to a place where the fear would go away, where I would get better. I stopped living in there. They dragged me away and stripped off all my clothes, everything. I tried to explain what was going on in my head. They tied me to the bed for days. I was alone with my nightmares. It wasn't fear anymore. It was madness. And when you're mad, you cease to exist.
Tövbe tövbe. Ne yapacağım lan? Yürüyemiyorum. Space.
She was my only hope in this hell.
Aslında sen pek
I
korkutucu
was
durma
descending
ya.
down among the damned. But that woman and her smile kept me alive.
Kaydediyorum değil mi? Ha. Kaydediyorum, tamam. Ama şimdi kimse yok. Ama kimse gelmedi. Ulan gece olmuş. Biz hangi ara bu kadar kaldık?
The door is locked from the outside.
Ne yapmamız gerek?
Here the doors can only be locked and unlocked from the outside.
Ha. Kimse... Sağ taraftan gitti. Sağ taraf. Ama tabii ki de ben bu bebeği burada bıraktığımı hatırlamıyorum. Acaba nasıl biz serbest kaldık? Kaçtık falan mı yoksa? İt oğlu it. Ver lan bebeğimi. Tam da tahmin ettiğim gibi koridoru döndü ve kayboldu.
He laughed, panted, and slobbered all over me. It hurt me when he touched me. I thought I'd suddenly split open with a loud crack, and I would be shattered into pieces. I felt fragile, sick, dirty, degraded. All I could do was clutch Charlotte tightly while Renee obeyed. He was the master in the realm of light. I was being consumed by the evil act I had committed. I threw up and could feel hell getting closer and closer. Those tests the doctors did to me. They said there was something growing inside, and they wanted to drag it out of me.
özetler menüsüne eklendi. Yeni bölüm 4. Kaç bölüm acaba? Biraz hava gelsin. Hoş, sanki şu an tek derdimiz havaydı ya zaten. Şu kapıları açın ya. İçeri, içeri. İçeri ışık gelsin. Hece. Yardım istedim de.
She stayed with Renee during those terrible medical examinations, and that gave her the strength to survive. They went to the gynecology ward on the upper floor.
Burası birinci kat değil mi ki? Bir yazıyor ama bu birinci katın biri mi? Yoksa başka bir falan olabilir mi? İyisin değil mi? Ha? İyi, iyi. şey çıktı. Ananız o ne lan? Ha. Okay. Okey de bu ne? Yatır. Bakalım ne olacak.
August 21st, 1938.
Ulan
Confidential.
notu görmedim
Dear
anasını satayım
A,
artık.
I know what you think about these things, so I'm referring a patient to you, Renee T. This wretched girl got out of control and caused trouble in the grounds. She's almost 3 months pregnant. The nurses should be more alert. I'm examining the girl on the 28th. I'll handle things very carefully, don't worry. We don't want to make matters worse. Then they said that Renee was crazy, and that the illness was all in her head. Careful, little girl, careful. I was scared, and I didn't talk to anyone about the illness. Only her. Not even the other doctor. He never touched Renee. He just wrote things down. You can tell me everything. Don't be afraid, he said. Everything's going to be fine.
Zaten hep öyle de hele.
Do you want to know what I'm writing? I note down what I observe in you, everything I see. He didn't hate Renee. He tried to help her, but he rarely examined her in those small surgeries. The doctor who wrote things down was in Surgery C.
O da bu katta bir yerde olması lazım diye düşünüyorum. Aa, şimdi garip sesler de duymaya başladık. Çok güzel. Ha, burası açıldı. Ankesörlü ne ankesörü lan, yuh. Ne kadar da pislikçi. Şurada bir şey var ama.
March 12th, 1938. Renee T., 16 years old. Menstruation at age 12. Housewife. Father unknown. Mother a seamstress. Admitted in observation yesterday morning from Pontedera, accompanied by a police officer authorized by the examining magistrate of the Court of Pisa to be admitted for a psychiatric evaluation, which I have carried out. Medical certificate. Mental illness preceded by warning signs. Has suffered from depression for a year, believing she had tuberculosis. Food deprivation. We can't read this document. It is forbidden. We mustn't. If they find out, there will be trouble.
Hiçbir bok olmayacak. Rene'den bahsediyor. Okumamız gerek.
Have you ever wondered who you are? Yes, of course you've wondered.
Aa, yanlış herhalde, o yüzden çarpı çıktı.
I never had children. I don't think. Let's read it. I must understand. I must remember.
Hatırlamalıyız. Devam
She is
et.
frightened, hears noises and ghosts, presents serious signs of anxiety, psychosis, suffers from hallucinations. She is anxious, confused, her expression is distressed, a questioning look as if terrified, disoriented. She feels confused, hears voices shouting in her head. She doesn't understand things properly. She has been feeling unwell for 2 or 3 months. When questioned, she replies, "My mother wants to hurt me. I am always scared of her. She chases me." "Why are you here?" "I argued with my mother and was so upset that I felt like my
Ya
head
bir
was
hak daha
spinning.
versene, niye hemen
There was a
çarpı
woman
attın?
there who wanted to force me into a life of prostitution. They wanted to condemn me to be burned at the stake. Children whispered, called my name. March 16th. She couldn't sleep last night. They wanted to condemn her to be burned at the stake. April 4th. Transferred to the calm ward, still under my supervision. Yes, that's true. The ward where Amara was. Yes, the stake. The children wanted to burn Renee. She had to pay for what she'd done, like witches at the stake.
Beni yatağa bağladılar.
I didn't know what reality was. I never did. I've known many different realities, maybe too many. When you move, everything changes its appearance and meaning.
Hastaydın. Ha, asi ya. Gerçekte var olan şeyin ne olduğunu anlamalısın. Hayda.
I have no points of reference. We'll just have to keep looking. April 21st. She's more awake this morning and is responding to questions, complains of headaches. She became agitated when she found out her mother was there. She says that one day, many years earlier, she was with a friend of hers and met a man who made her get into a car and took her for a ride. He made her smoke cigarettes and drink liquor, and the man showed her certain things. He tried to hurt her and made her go crazy. She says he promised to marry her and made her swear to keep what had happened a secret. These facts were essentially confirmed by her mother. After that, she became arrogant, impatient, and hostile towards her family, especially her mother. She started taking off her clothes in public. Her moods would swing from laughter to tears. She rants. She pleasures herself. It's not true. Renee hostile? It's all made up. They wanted to make her into something she wasn't, and then certain things would have been forgotten. Renee was the bad girl. Maybe I'm starting to understand. That's enough of reading these lies. Let's look for Amara.
Yok. Devam et. Ha. Şimdi
The grounds at the back of the hospital, and then down to the kitchens.
Arkadaki parkta, aşağıdaki şeyde.
June 1935. After much theorizing and practice,
Şurada bir şey var. Bir aşağıda arkadaki parkta bir diye bir laf geçti ama H'ye basıyorum, arkadaki parktan aşağıdaki mutfaklara. Ben de zaten şeye basmıyorum ki. Arkadaki parktan aşağıdaki mutfaklara. Mutfağı sanki geçen bölümde gördüğüm gibi mi geliyor ya? Açın şu pencereleri, bu ne? İç karartıcı, anasını satayım. Yok. Yani. Arkadaki parkta aşağıdaki mutfaklara. Şu an çok farklı yerlere bakıyorum, biliyorum.
This is the road we used to take. If it weren't for her, in the grounds on that bench in spring, so many days. It was an escape, watching nature around us as she talked and smiled. And then there were the kitchens. Sometimes we stole food and ran back to the bench to eat it in secret, and we laughed. She did things to me. Sometimes she touched me. In the shower, I felt her body against mine for the first time. It was a shiver that warmed my soul. Eyes closed, the light slipped away. She wasn't in the system. He wouldn't let her in. That's it. She must be the key to my memories, to the reasons why.
Neresi?
Let's look for Amara in the kitchens, in the basement of the building, behind the greenhouse.
Sera'nın arkasındaki.
Nature helped me to forget, to escape from the system.
Sonunda dışarı çıkabildik.
The scent of spring. The land of light was far away, and we spent the days chatting on the stone benches.
Kaç dakika olmuş? 36 dakika. Ha, sera bu. Binada bu olmalı diye düşünüyorum. Ben burada bitireyim mi ya? Greenhouse. Ben burada bitireyim arkadaşlar. İzlediğiniz için teşekkürler. Bir sonraki video kadar kendinize iyi bakmayı unutmayın. Hoşça kalın.